Hey everyone, Nadine here, and today I'm going to be creating a Slimline Shaker Halloween card, and I'm going to be using Maker's Movement. This is their Trick or Treat Stampin' Die set. So it has the pumpkins and then the matching stamps. Super cute. And then I'm also going to be using some of their shaker sprinkles. This is their candy corn. Super cute. And then the sweet tooth one. I'm using that one as well. And then some of their other shaker products, which is the double-sided adhesive and also some clear acetate sheets, which I'll get more into that soon. But the first thing I want to do is the card base I made out of orange cardstock. It's, what is it? It is 8.5 by 7, so when it's folded, it is folded in half. It turns out to be 3.5 by 8.5. And then I used another die, and I cut out a stitched inside piece, and somehow I spilt water on it just before filming this. So anyways, there is this that is going to go onto the front of the card like so. So what I'm going to do with this piece right here is I'm going to take some color sprays. This is Fireworks color spray from Imagine. I have Dandelion, Tangelo, and Grape Jelly. I'm just going to spray some of this down onto my mat. And then the grape jelly, I really don't want a lot, so I'm just going to unscrew the lid and sprinkle it on there. And then taking my cardstock piece that I cut out, and I'm just going to start just pushing it down into the mixture. There we go, so it looks something like that. So now that this is all dry, you can see what it looks like. It has a shimmer on there. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. And then I went ahead and cut apart my dies using these nippers, which are awesome to get those little pieces out. And also because there's so many little dies to this, I like to just put them onto a magnetic sheet so that way I don't lose them, because I'm really good at losing things on my crowded desk. You can't see everything to the side, but it's really busy around here. So anyways, this is so I don't lose them after I separate them. And then I started cutting them out. I cut, oops, here it is, using the frame die. I cut out a piece of the acetate right there, which has a blue film on both sides of it, which I will take off. And then I also cut out a back piece with that same die with orange cardstock, and then using the double-sided adhesive foam, I used this die to cut out a piece. This is what I'm going to be using for the shaker. So a piece of that. You can see how thick it is, which is perfect for shaker cards. So use that piece to cut out the frame for in an orange piece of cardstock and also in the foam. And then with the faces, I was kind of playing around with them, and I decided I liked this face, which you can change the eyes or mouth or however you want. So I cut that out in black cardstock, and then also the top of the pumpkin piece in black cardstock. So I'm going to set that aside, and now I'm going to start assembling the shaker piece itself. So first thing is, there is a top and a bottom to this pumpkin. I know it looks like it's exactly the same, but there's the bottom side is a little bit flatter and the top is a little bit rounder. You can kind of see it on here. See how that's straight and it has a little bit more of a curve. So when you are assembling it, you do want to make sure that you get that on there right. So I'm going to stick the foam down one side first. And then I'm going to peel the foam off, or the film, not foam, film off of the acetate piece. I have a hard time taking this off, so I usually use something sharp like the edge of a scissors or tweezers or something, and then just pull it off on both sides. Now, with my pumpkin face here, actually, I'm going to use this piece first, and I'm going to put it through my Xyron Create a Sticker. Pull that through, and then I'm going to do the face. If I can pick it up, there we go. And there is a trick to this when you try ripping it off. If you try tearing it off without holding on to it right, it'll keep trying to pull out. So what I do is hold on to, you can hold on to the smaller ones or the bigger ones, and this stops it from pulling out, so then you can rip it off easier. So that is the trick for that. Then I just rub these down to make sure the adhesive's on the back of them well. So now I'm going to take this part off. I'm going to put it onto the front of the acetate piece. And then I'm going to build my face onto the front of that. So there is my face. It'll go onto the front like that. Before I do that, I'm going to add some candy corn and some of the sweet tooth shakers. See how cute those little guys are? So there is the shaker part, and then I'm just going to take this top part, I'm going to add it right here to the top of the pumpkin. Okay, so now using my Misti, I am going to stamp the Trick or Treat sentiment on the top of the front of my card front. And then there is this little swirly one right here, and that one, the pinwheel right here. The pinwheel I'm doing on a piece of orange cardstock, which was actually the center of inside of my pumpkin here, which I just laid that there just to get an idea of where it's going to be. And then the swirly thing I'm doing on some white cardstock. And I'm going to stamp them all with VersaFine Clair in Nocturne. And then I'm going to heat emboss them with some clear embossing powder. Okay, so I actually changed my mind because of that color spray that's back there. I'm not getting a really dark, crisp black print that I want, so I'm going to use some black embossing powder instead of the clear. These ones I still could probably use clear on, but since I have the black out, I'm just going to continue with it. There we go. That looks much better. These little ones I'm actually going to stamp out a few more times, and then I am going to use these two dies right here and die cut them out. Okay, so I went ahead and adhered the front onto the card base, and my pumpkin shaker on there, and then I ran all of the little lollipops and pinwheel candies through my Xyron sticker maker. And with the lollipops, I just took 2 green Copic markers and colored them in, and a little bit of brown for the stick. And then those, since I stamped them on orange cardstock and then heat embossed it with the black embossing powder, they were already colored. And now I'm just gonna randomly make these look like they are falling. And then I also have these that I've had for at least 10 years. They're raindrops, I guess they're eyelets. And I'm just gonna add some of these on. And there it is. It's all completed. And all cute little things that shake around in there. And there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. And if you like what you saw, I would also love a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye-bye.